A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome everyone to Louisville, Kentucky, L&N Stadium, home of the Cardinals. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Cardinals will kick it away first. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Give to the running back. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go to the ground. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Gonna take a shot. A strike downfield. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, the ground game. Turning it on! Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the shotgun, the inside give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Floating away. Rolling right and going deep. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog, coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession 1, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They march 78 yards down the field. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Here's the give off the left side. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Toss sweep to the right. Squirts across the 30 to the 32. A pickup of 5.
And that's something this offense is going to try to do in this game, and they're doing it early. They want to establish the run game. They want to be more physical. They want to control the line of scrimmage. That's how they're going to attack this defense.
The Cardinals come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's got it. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Flips it out to the back. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience.
Offenses don't like being in this situation. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Wants to throw again. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Obviously, 3rd downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the first down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's going to fire to the left. And he reels it in inside the 30. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. They'll run play action. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Cardinals want to move quickly.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Trying to move them on the counter. Picks up the first down, still moving. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The Gamecocks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Skips away from pressure. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Pulls and fired complete. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
And the Gamecocks will try to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. The Gamecocks are marching down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. It's complete to the left.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down, just letting him go to work to set up second and short?
Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Touchdown, South Carolina! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Indiana is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. But you take a look at the scoreboard, and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by 7 over SMU. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Second down, he'll throw it. Moving out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Caught behind the line. It's Shaw. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The give to the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down. Because the RPO game...
Oh, he's got some space. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. It's complete. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They send the tight end in motion. He'll keep it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. The Cardinals in the hurry up. Quarterback may change this route. The play action fake. Finds his big tight end. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Now from inside the red zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where to be and be accurate with the football. That's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Keeps looking downfield. He'll pull it down. QB got it himself. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
Nice job by the QB. You can tell they want to push it down the field. They want to be aggressive on first down, which I love, which is really hard to stop from a defensive standpoint. But does a good job scrambling outside the pocket, picking up the first down, and then saving his life. Good job. Get out of bounds.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
And now on second down for this offense. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Here comes the offense on second down. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Oh, they're after him. He's got it. First down and more. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Looking to throw on first down. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at second down.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
So now it's second and long. Wants to keep it in the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to buy time. On the run, fires downfield. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Still from the pocket, fires over the middle. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Just gets rid of it before the heat. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He might want another play. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback moving. Had to throw it before he wanted.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's going for it all. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield on first down. Throws for the tight end. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Fires deep toward the end zone.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots, and they're being aggressive throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. On that last one, he was looking for number 3.
And it's third down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Off play action on 1st down. Fires on the move. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Gamecocks will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The 42-yard field goal that was no good gives them the ball back at the 25-yard line. Off play action. Working that left side now. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The inside handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. The give to the back. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Out of the backfield, he's open.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
And the Cardinals can really attack on this 2nd and short. Trying the left side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got a 3rd down and manageable from right around midfield. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. There he goes. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? You've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
The Cardinals with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
And the Cardinals come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Now on the move. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, and he just decided to take off.
The Cardinals kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a space. Rushes on him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. If it works. They tried to follow up the big run with a pass and didn't work out for them.
Now, how about a good job by the defense? You know, sometimes when you give up runs, you get more aggressive. You want to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage, and you want to overreact. The defense stayed calm, stayed true, came up with a big sack the next play.
Back to pass. Fakes the grab. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
And the Cardinals will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Quarterback will keep it. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Wide out trying to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Quarterback keeper. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Would they dare be aggressive on 3rd down this deep in their own territory? They'll go to the air. Working that wide receiver screen. Breaks into the open. He'll have the 1st down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Looking to fire. And the ball's free in the backfield. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job on the defense, forcing it with the assist from the weather.
Under fire. Back open in the middle.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Cardinals can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Finds his big tight end. Good throwing catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Might be calling a hot route. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. To the end zone, and it's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
They're working that left side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few...
Turning it on! The 40. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown Gamecocks. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Grabbed behind the line, it's Vaughn. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31.
How crazy is it that one of the best receivers in all of college football just made his first catch in this big of a game? You've got to give the defense tons of credit. They've had a plan for him. They've limited him, and that's why they're going to win.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Floats it out in space. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Screen pass just not working there. And you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Good completion on the out. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. And the Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The Cardinals headed quickly to the line. Calls his own number. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Cardinals in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Brought down inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 after that interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not in this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now.
Let's go. Talk about having 1 foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick. Now it's the offense's turn to go out and make something happen.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He rifles one deep to the left. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Touchdown, Louisville! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on for this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, I should have ran a better route.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on 1st down. Fires it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Swings it out to his running back. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Getting late, pressure building, huge third down coming up on the road for this offense. They just keep firing. Gets it out quickly. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell when he was catching the football, he was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Wants to go up top on first down. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got his man on the outside. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And after that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, and make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
This is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Pocket breaking down. Makes a grab past the marker. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
With the run on first and goal. And on that short gain, that will bring us to the end of this game. Guys, if you want to go